Hey everyone, it's Jacob here back in with another video. For today's video, I thought it's been a little while since I've done a tier list ranking video. So I found this tier list of the Crashbox games. So I thought I'd rank all the Crashbox games. So if you don't know what Crashbox is, Crashbox was an HBO family show that aired from like 1999 to 2000, I think. So it was a show about like the show is basically set like this kind of like computer kind of thing, with like these robots, and the robots like set up like several like games for the viewers to play and stuff. It was a fun show. It's a very nostalgic show for me. I enjoyed it very much when I was younger. I don't think this video will be like very long or anything, because I think it's here. There's not very many games that we have to rank here. There's 18 games, I think. Yeah, 18. So probably won't take long to get through this, but yeah, it's this tier list. It has basically tiers like S, A, B, C, and D tiers. Tier list doesn't have an F tier, but we probably don't need an F tier because I don't think I outright hate any of these games. So yeah, I don't think we need an F tier. But yeah, I guess I don't really have anything else to say. So yeah, let's get started here. So the first Crashbox game we have here is Captain Bones. These are in alphabetical order, by the way. Yeah, the first Crashbox game we have here is Captain Bones. So in Captain Bones is about like this skeleton pirate guy named Captain Bones, and basically, um, Captain Bones is like set up like a pile of bones, and the pile of bones would usually be in like a form of like a math problem, and you had to like figure out like which bones to move to make the math problem like make sense. Or there were like a few instances of Captain Bones where the bones would instead make up a picture instead of a math problem. And you had to like figure out how to move a couple of the bones to make the picture look different. But Captain Bones is fun, but wasn't one of my like absolute favorites. Probably put in B tier. Honestly, I think Captain Bones was a solid game. So yeah, I'll put in B tier. I don't really have much else to say about that. Dirty Pictures is next. Dirty Pictures was set in a museum. It's about these like two people. Um, these two people like dust off a picture. There was a lady that would dust off the picture, and then there was a guy who'd like hold it like cards, kind of like cue card kind of things. Not really cue cards, cards with like hints as to like who the person in the picture is that the lady's dusting off. You had to figure out who the person in the picture was as the lady was like dusting off the picture. Dirty Pictures. I think I'll actually put Dirty Pictures down in C tier. I thought Dirty Pictures is okay. I was never like a huge fan of it. Um, yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't really have much else to say about it other than that. It wasn't a very entertaining game. You just had to figure out who the person in the picture was, and that was it. It was just alright. So yeah, Dirty Pictures going to C tier. Next will be up Distraction News. Distraction News is an iconic Crashbox game. I actually saw a TikTok not too long ago that had like the voice, like the lady that did like the voice of Doris Marmy, the lady in the Distraction News segment or game, whatever you want to call it. Um, so yeah, but so that was pretty cool. That the lady that did the voice of the lady from Distraction News was on a TikTok. So yeah, but Distraction News, it's an iconic Crashbox game, obviously. I think I'll put an A tier actually. I think it deserves going A tier. But yeah, I guess for us here with Distraction News, actually, Distraction News is what this lady named Doris Marmio's character's name, and uh, the news lady would like basically say like stuff about like a certain topic, but then there would be a ton of stuff that'd be like coming on the screen to like distract you and stuff. And so after the news lady said everything about the topic, then she would ask you a few questions about that topic to see if you like memorize the stuff while all that stuff was like going around on the screen trying to distract you. So yeah, distraction news was a pretty good one. So yeah, let's go on A tier. Next was Here We Are. Here we are. That's how they say it in the show. But Here We Are was about these two ears. The one ear basically like played a sound and to try to get the other ear and the viewer to guess what the sound is. Um, so it's basically a game about like guessing sounds. But Here We Are was fun. I think I'll put Here We Are in B tier. It was a solid game. Definitely not the best Crashbox game. But yeah, Here We Are it was a fun one. I guess I don't really have anything else to say. I guess I don't really have anything else to say about Here We Are other than that. But yeah, actually, should I put Here We Are over Captain Bones? I feel like I might like it more than Captain Bones. Um, yeah, I think I'll put above Captain Bones. Yeah. Here we are, just a fun game for the top B tier. Then next we have Eddie Bowl. Eddie Bowl had a pretty good like theme song, like catchy theme song. When Eddie Bowl, he's edible. He really is incredible. He really is the best of the bunch. Yeah, there's a little more to the song, but I don't really want to sing the whole song. Eddie Bowl. Eddie Bowl is about you basically had to identify the animal that this guy Eddie Bowl got like the this guy Eddie Bowl got eaten by an animal. Kind of messing my words there, but I was gonna say this guy Eddie Bowl got eaten by an animal, and you had to figure out what the animal is they got eaten by. Um, Eddie Bowl is a fun little one. Um, yeah, I think I'll put in B tier. Yeah, probably the bottom B tier though. I don't think I like Eddie Bowl. I don't think I liked Eddie Bowl more than like Cat and Bones Here We Are, but I definitely liked him on Dirty Pictures. So I think I'll go on the bottom B tier. Haunted House Game is next. Or not Haunted House Game, Haunted House Party. Haunted House Game is the name of an episode of Goosebumps. Anyways, but yeah, Haunted House Party is the next one. Haunted House Party was kind of similar to Dirty Pictures, where you have to like identify who the person was. But in Haunted House Party, there's like conversation between two people, and you have to identify who one of the people in the conversation is. It's like a historical person, kind of like Dirty Pictures, but Haunted House Party did it better. So yeah, but Haunted House Party was a good one. Um, I think I'll put Haunted House Party at the top of B tier. I don't think I like enough to put in like A tier or anything, but Haunted House Party was a good one. So I'll put it top of B tier. Yeah, Haunted House Party was good. Lens McCracken is next. Lens McCracken was about this guy named Lens McCracken. He's basically like solving a mystery, and he had a few like pictures of like things you have to like identify what things are in the pictures, and it's like the pictures are, like zoomed in. You have to identify what the zoomed in pictures are, like what the items in the pictures are, or what the stuff in the pictures are, whatever I call it. But I did quite enjoy Lens McCracken. I thought Lens McCracken actually got pretty tricky at times. So yeah, Lens McCracken will go in A tier, I think. Actually, maybe I'll do more on this trash and news. Like I think I quite like Lens McCracken. Yeah, I think I'll put about the trash and news. Lens McCracken was a good one. Okay. Mugshots is next. Media S series, yes tier. Mugshots is my favorite Crashbox game. So basically, Mugshots is about this girl named Detective Verity, who like Detective Verity is like trying to solve a case, and she has four suspects. In each like instance of the Mugshots game, you have to figure out like which suspects are like lying and which suspects are telling the truth based on like the stuff that they say. Um, so yeah, and fun fact: the lady that voices like the voice of Detective Verity is actually Billie Eilish's mom. I recently found that out. I saw like a couple of people make comments about that on like a Crashbox related video I was watching on YouTube. A couple of people said that like the lady that voiced Detective Verity in the Mugshots game was actually Billie Eilish's mom. So yeah, it's kind of cool. It's a fun little fact there. But yeah, I love Mugshots. But I think I've said this like quite a few times in videos on my channel before. But I've always really liked like mystery and detective type games, and Mugshots is obviously like a detective type thing, so I was bound to love that game. But yeah, Mugshots is my favorite Crashbox game. Going to S tier there. And yeah, I don't have anything else to say about that. So next one we have Paige and Sage. Paige and Sage was about these two girls. They're basically like Barbie dolls. Her names are Paige and Sage. Obviously, because that's the name of the game, Paige and Sage. And this game is basically like a find a difference thing. Like Paige would be on one side of the screen, and Sage would be on the other side, and you have to figure out like what the differences were between like the two sides of the screen. It's like find a difference type thing. Paige and Sage was a cute little game. It was fun. But I don't know. I never really like Peyton and Sage that much. Maybe I'll put like the top of C tier above Dirty Pictures because I at least like Peyton and Sage more than Dirty Pictures. I don't think I like it as much as any of these other Crashbox games. So yeah, Peyton is gonna go and see. I thought it was all right. Like I said, it was a cute little game. It was fun stuff. But yeah, meh. Next up, we have Poop or Scoop in this game. You have to like you have to like figure out if the animal facts that this guy tells you are like true or not, or poop or scoop, which basically poop is false and scoop is true. So yeah, poop or scoop was a fun one, and it could actually get kind of tricky at times, like figuring out like which facts are true and which are false. By the way, if you're in the like noise in the background, my mom watching TV downstairs. That's like a TBS noise here. Anyways, anyway, actually, I think I'll put Poop and Scoop in 8. Poop and Scoop, Poop or Scoop. I was gonna say, actually, I think I'll put Poop or Scoop in 8 here. I did quite enjoy that Crashbox game, and like I said, that game could get pretty tricky trying to figure out the animal facts are like true or false or whatever. So yeah, did quite enjoy Pooper Scoop. It's gonna go in 8 tier. At the bottom of 8 tier, though, I don't think I like Pooper Scoop as much as the Trash and News Lens, Kraken, or Mugshots, obviously. But yeah, at the bottom of 8 tier. Then next we have Psycho Math. Psycho Math was a really fun one. Is with this guy named Professor Professor Math, maybe Professor Psycho, something like that. I don't remember exactly what his name was, but Psycho Math basically gave. It was basically this guy named Professor Psycho Math or something like that. Like I said, and the guy like basically gave you like math problems in the form of like pictures and stuff, to try and solve math problems. Yeah, Psychomath was a fun one. I think I have to put an S tier, honestly. Psychomath was a really good one. Um, yeah, quite enjoyed Psychomath. And yeah, Radio Scramble. Radio Scramble is another really good one. And this one, you had to figure out what this guy, Jumpin' Johnny Jumble, I think his name was. He basically he's like a radio announcer DJ guy, and this Crash Last game, he basically had to the guy basically played songs, and one of the words in the song would be like scrambled, and you had to figure out like what the word was. You had to like unscramble the word. So yeah, Radio Scramble. I'm not sure if I want to put the top of A at the bottom of S. I did really enjoy Radio Scramble, but not sure where exactly I want to put it. Yeah, I'm gonna put an S tier. I think I did really enjoy Radio Scramble. I thought Radio Scramble was a really fun one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put the top of S tier. I don't think I like Radio Scramble as much as Psychomath or Mugshots, but yeah, Radio Scramble going S tier. I did really enjoy Radio Scramble. Revolting Slob. I'm definitely putting Revolting Slob all the way at the bottom of D tier. I accidentally put in D tier for a second. Definitely not putting it all the way down there. But anyways, kind of running on here. But Revolting Slob. Revolting Slob is one that I always remember. Like the intro to it, it would be like, Revolting Slob. That's kind of how I always remember Revolting Slob, is by that intro. But Revolting Slob was a pretty good one. It was about this guy's revolting slob, and you had to figure out like which words like were the right words to describe like what the slob was doing. Revolting Slob was a good one. It was one of my absolute favorites. I'm not sure exactly where I want to put this one. Probably. Actually, maybe I'm thinking maybe like the middle of B tier. I think like Revolting Slob more than like Captain Bones or Eddie Bull, but I don't think I liked it as much as Eerie R Haunted House Party. Um, yeah, I think the middle of B is good for Revolting Slob. It was a solid game right in the middle of B. So yeah, just 5 more Crashbox games here. Next one we have here is Riddle Snake. This one is basically like with this Riddle Snake. The snake would give you like riddles, and you had to figure out like the answers to the riddles. Riddle Snake was a pretty good one. Definitely not my favorite one, but I think I think I actually want to put Rattlesnake on top of B tier. I did like Rattlesnake. I think Rattlesnake is a pretty iconic Crashbox game. I think I want to put it top of B tier. Yeah, Rattlesnake was a pretty good one. So yeah, I don't really have anything to say about that. Next we have Sketchpad. Sketchpad is actually going to be right behind Mugshots. I think Sketchpad's like my second favorite Crashbox game. Sketchpad was a really good one. Sketchpad is basically about this guy named Sketch, and he would tell you like a story, and you basically had to like figure out how the story like ended. So yeah, it's a pretty good one. That game could get tricky sometimes too. Like it could be hard to like figure out like how the story ends or whatever. So I really liked Sketchpad. So yeah, I want to hear Cash's game. There's going to be a second one in S tier right behind Mugshots. 10 seconds. 10 seconds was about like it's about like you have to figure out like rebus puzzles basically in like 10 seconds. Or not rebus puzzles, but like picture puzzles basically, with like words basically like representing phrases. You have to figure out what the phrase was. 10 seconds was alright. I don't know. 10 seconds, I think it's the best Crashbox game. I'll probably go to the top of C tier, honestly. I think at least like 10 seconds more than Page and Sage or Dirty Pictures. Yeah, I can only put a top C tier, I think. But I enjoyed 10 seconds at least somewhat. But yeah, it's just an alright one in my opinion. It's the second to last Crashbox game here. We have Think Tank. This is about like a a Jamaican guy in like a submarine, and you have to um, figure out the answers to get the submarine or whatever. Um, and you basically have to the guy give you three things. You have to figure out what the three things had in common. I didn't enjoy Think Tank. I think I think I want to put it at the bottom of A tier. Yeah, I think Tank was a good one. I remember that being a pretty fun one, and that was another one where the questions get kind of tricky. It could be kind of it could get pretty hard to figure out what the three things have in common. So yeah, I did enjoy Think Tank. It's a pretty good one. All right, so this is the very last Crashbox game here. We have Word Shake. This is with a chef guy, and he basically take two words and put them together, and you have to figure out what the new word is that the two words make together. Word Shake was a pretty good one. To be honest, the chef guy kind of annoyed me sometimes. Because he would uh, freak out the end of each segment of the game when he would mix up the words and stuff. But Word Shake, I don't know, maybe this one will go on top of C tier. I'm never a huge fan of Word Shake. I don't think I'll have in B tier, at least put at top of C tier. I think I like Word Shake more than uh, like these Crashbox games. Or I don't know, maybe at least the one Dirty Pictures and Page and Sage. But now that I think about it, I think 10 seconds a little more, honestly. I think 10 seconds to get the edge there. But yeah, Word Shake could be second in C tier there. I was never a huge fan of Word Shake. It could be fun sometimes, I guess. But yeah, definitely not the best Crashbox game. So yeah, that was this tier list. I knew this wouldn't take long to rank all the Crashbox games because there weren't very many, obviously. So yeah, of course I didn't put any in D tier because, like I said, I don't think any of these games are god awful or anything like that. I don't think any of them are horrible. There's just a few, obviously, that I think are just alright that in C tier, but the majority of Crashbox games I do really like. Like I said, Crashbox is really nostalgic show for me. I used to watch a lot when I was younger, and Crashbox always holds a special place in my heart. I think I'll always have some fondness and nostalgia feel for Crashbox. I'll always love Crashbox, but yeah, that's basically it for this video. I don't have anything else to say. Let me know in the comments down below if you watched Crashbox when you were younger, if Crashbox is nostalgic for you and stuff. But yeah, that's basically it for this video. I don't have anything else to say, so of course, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And of course, hit the bell so you know when I post any new videos. And yeah, I don't have anything else to say, so of course, I'll enjoy this video, and of course, see you next time. Peace.